What's up guys, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7, and this is the first time I've actually seen a tricycle. This is the X-Rider Flamingo 1/8 scale tricycle. How cool does that look? I've seen a real thing. It's based on the Piaggio, I believe it is, but you can get it in RC form. How sweet is it? Look at the guy's head. It's got like one of those bobble heads in it that just springs around. But it is two-wheel drive. It's got oil-filled shocks. You can adjust the dampening. It's got one shock and one damper on either side for the front fork. It looks cool. 2-in-1 ESC, and it's a reasonable price. Links in the description when you go check it out. But how cool does it look? So in this video, obviously I unboxed it. We'll give a little wrap around on the garage floor here because it's dark outside at the moment. But in this video, we'll get it out, give it a little bit of wrap, and then we'll obviously do more later on outside and have a bit of a battle because it looks cool. Comes in 3 colours as well, but enough talking, let's have a look at it. So here it is, the awesome X-Rider Flamingo. It's a 1/8 scale, yes, it's a 1/8 scale 2-wheel drive RC tricycle. Now it looks pretty cool. There's a website there, cx3rider.com. I believe it's based on the Piaggio or APE Piaggio. I'm not too sure exactly, but it is 2-wheel drive. It is a trike, and it does look bloody awesome. And I do like this guy's head in there. It's like one of those bobble heads, so it looks pretty fun. Look, it's not going to be for everyone. It's not going to be a full racing style buggy or a basher, but it definitely is cool, and I definitely think it has a market for it. But as you can see, it's been bruised and battered, this box, through customs or wherever it's come from. But anyway, leave the link in the description when you go check it out. Characteristics on the side: on-road and gravel road, sideway ability, that's interesting, 2-wheel stunts and multiple dress-ups. I do believe it comes in 3 different colours. We'll go quickly through some of these specs here. It says an adorable head-shaking driver, high simulated engine and water cooling radiator. It's got these reinforced bars on the sides, multi-link suspension, and it does have a thickened 60/61 aluminium chassis, so that's pretty cool. So some of these features, it just says here ABS car body, the head, the aluminium chassis, the reinforced metal guard, toughened fibre roll cage. Went through about the engine, the simulated engine, the performance spoiler on the back, multi-link suspension, retro truck rims, and all-terrain tyres. Now, good thing about this, it is also an RTR or ready-to-run version, so it's got a 2-in-1 ESC and RX, 32-turn 370 or 370 brush motor, 7.2 volt 800 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride, and a digital servo and charger. So enough of that. Let's look at this thing. How sweet is it? I think I'm more excited about this than some other cars. But here we go. So, there we go. Check out that bad boy. See the head? So obviously it's a red one, and you do get other colours, but these shocks feel pretty decent. But yeah, check that out. It's also got a single at the front here. We'll go through it in more detail later, but a spring on one and a damper on the other. So on the left side damper and the right side actual spring, and that actually works. But we'll put that aside. So it does come with a remote control, 2x4 gigahertz. You got your seems like trims here, on and off button. And how many batteries does this guy take? It takes, I think, 4 AA batteries, but hey, 2x4 gigahertz does the job. You know, it's not going to be super high quality, but for the price, you know, I think they're just under, I think $180 odd Australian, so, or US, not too sure. The link will have all that info, but we'll go through this. Some pretty sweet stickers actually, pre-cut as well, so that's nice. Flamingo product manual. So here we go, just the basic stuff here. So those buttons up here that I mentioned, that's your steering trim. Oh, you got your dual rate as well just here, and your reverse channel and your bind button there, but that's all it is. A couple of instructions how to charge and all that kind of stuff, but pretty sweet. So what else you got? You get your basic, this is like a USB charger, and it seems like you get 2 here, so that's interesting, 2 chargers, and a bag of other goodies. It seems like it comes with a spare diff set and pinion and bevel gear as well. It actually comes with a whole spare diff. That's pretty cool. And clips here to space the springs out if you want to adjust the preload. But let's get all this stuff out of the way. and actually have a look at this guy, because yeah, I'm pretty, pretty pumped about this. How cool does it look? There we go. So as you can see, it's a 1/8 scale. So I'm not a connoisseur or aficionado with trikes, but we'll see how we can go here and just explain a few things. Now, as at the bottom here, you've got a nice, that's your aluminium 6061 chassis there, pretty thick for the size, as you can see, and everything is nicely countersunk. They are Phillips head screws, but you know, I can't get over. I think it looks pretty cool. At the back here, you see you get your simulated engine there. It's just plastic, obviously, but it does look fairly detailed. You can see it's a single cylinder. You got your exhaust. Oh, hang on. Well, it looks single, but it's got 2 pipes coming out of the manifold there. So 2 into 1 pipe. It's got your little like air filter there. Your gearbox casing on the side. There's your 2-in-1 ESC and receiver just here. As you can see, it just says XO. Is that 03? On and off switch there as well. Nice little spoiler there. That looks pretty cool. Rear differential because it's only 2-wheel drive, as you can see. But obviously, judging by those spares, they are all plastic internals. But considering how light this is and the duty you're going to go through, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But it does have nice suspension pins. They are quite thick, and I'm noticing it does have droop screws. So droop screws are these little what's it called? A grub screw. You can screw it down, and when you screw that down, it'll raise the suspension, which will lower the car. So you can lower it if you want. So you can stiffen the springs with the spacers and also lower it to your liking. Depends on how you want it to perform. But all the links here are fixed, so you can't adjust the camber or toe in or toe out. It does have ball bearings here that I can see, and just basic dog bone style drive shafts at the back. Plastic cage here, as you can see, and at the front, even check this out, it's got a little brake disc that actually spins in the, well, it spins, simulated spins, got your brake caliber there as well. This bar on the outside seems to be metal, which it is, and it's going to protect it when you roll over. You know, it kind of rolls back. So that's pretty. I know you can do tricks. I've seen some videos like that where they do tricks of it, but yeah, look at that guy's head. He's going to be getting a headache. How cool does that look? X-Rider, Italian colours there. It does look pretty cool, and I do like how you can get 3 different colours, so you can battle with your buds or just sticker it up, sticker bomb it, so you can have your own colours as well. But on the side here, there's your imitation radiator, so 1 on each side. That's really cool actually. And you do have body pins here because you can actually take this body off. And if I can get to it. There we go. So you pull forward and then lift up, and then we see all its glory. So this is how it works. So that's just the top of the driver there. And there's a servo that just, what's that? Left and right for your front forks there. You'll see under here you also do include a battery, like I mentioned before. It is 800 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride, and everything just plugs in fairly easy. And that's held down by this rubber band system, so you just kind of slide the battery in there. And because it's not a LiPo, I guess you can just leave it in there when you're charging it up, which is the whole idea, I think. Yeah, so they're pretty safe. Now I'm not too sure if this can run LiPo. We'll definitely find out. We'll change it up, I think, later on in the future. But there, down there, tucked away, is your 370 brushed motor, the 370 turn brushed motor, I believe. But there's not much to it. The thing I do like about it, the chassis and this whole plate here is all aluminium. So that's pretty cool. It's you know, it looks majority plastic, but where it needs to be, it is all metal, so I like it. So underneath this guard here, that's where you have your brushed motor. Everything is nicely sealed from the elements as well, because the drive shaft, or the rear drive shaft, pops out here into the differential there and spins up everything as it should. But there's not much else to it apart from, let's see if I can get some batteries in there and see if it actually turns on. I do like the rear exhaust here. I think that looks pretty sweet. Everything just seems a bit pressure fit with the exhaust and stuff, so it's not going to break off. It's just a bit loosey-goosey, but it does have some nice spaces in here, aluminium or the metal standoffs. So everything does feel quite robust actually. And like I mentioned, these shocks do feel quite nice. They seem like they have quite light oil in them. The fronts seem to be not too bad either. It doesn't have too much trouble, but it does actually work, as you can see. Spring on one side and the shock on the other. Pretty cool. Pretty addictive. So what I'll do, I'll plug this battery up, put that body back on. It's made very easy to take off, so you can charge the battery up and down or take it off. So there's an ABS shell. Pretty sweet, but I'll get some batteries in there and let's see if it actually works. Alright, so once you plug everything up, obviously put your batteries in here, click this little switch, you got your steering trim and your dual rate and your reverse channel there. But turn that on and you flick this little switch and you're ready to go. It's pretty sweet actually. It goes pretty good actually. There you go, here's your left and right, and it's all proportional obviously. That looks pretty sweet, eh? So what I'll do, let me just have whatever's charged in here, we can just see how it goes. But in another video, we'll get it, do a proper video when it's actually daylight outside, because at the moment it's dark and it's getting to winter. But put it on the garage floor and see how it works. Just put it on the garage floor, see how it rock and rolls, but haven't put any charge in the battery. Nickel metal hydride, so it does perform a little bit worse when the battery degrades, but we'll see how it goes. Looks pretty fun. You can hear it when it goes around the corner. Now let me get it in actually. Let's hope we'll actually get it in shot. That's pretty good actually. First time driving a trike and it's a little bit different, obviously. You can see the back wheel will pop up. It's pretty hard actually. It goes pretty well though, like you can see the front lifts up. I'm actually hooking it to like turning, it doesn't split. You can hear it actually scraping. See that? I just fully turn left or right and it doesn't fit, it just scrapes on that bar on the side. Pretty sweet though, they go pretty well. Let me get the camera off this and I can have a bit of a one-handed driving. You can hear that scraping. That's those bars. So I pegged it then, like that's flat out, and I'll just turn left. You can hear those bars just hanging out. But that's the whole point, so it doesn't flip around. But yeah, wow, it's pretty hard to get the hang of. Well, I've only used it for 2 minutes, but you've got to get used to it. Can't just hit it around the corners because it'll just back out like that. It's kind of cool though. I like how the front or the inner wheel pops up when you do a hard corner. No, I'm only driving one hand too, so it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying this more than some other cars that I have. Let's see if we can do a donut. There we go. Oh, run out of battery I think. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, I think it's running low on batteries. Yeah, this is pretty sweet actually. Ooh, I said it can go off-road. Come on, very good thing. But yeah, wow. If you want to check it out, leave the link in the description. Oh, look at this guy, hitting everything. Put the camera down and I'll see in a bit. When I smacked into the ladder over there, the window popped out, but it's just pressure fit in there, so that's pretty cool. But the batteries, yeah, they're getting a little bit dead. Pretty cool though, I'm really enjoying it. I'll do another video later on, fully charged up when it's actually light outside. So, quick video guys, unboxing and quick little brap around the garage. It is a really cool little car, or trike, sorry. First time with a trike. Everything seems to work. It goes quite well. That was only on the first charge, obviously, straight from the factory, so God knows how long that's had power in there. But I'm pretty happy with it. Links in the description when I go check it out. If you have this car or a trike, let me know how they go, any mods you need to do to them. But I really like it. Anything that went wrong, I hit something and this popped out, but that's just a few just pressure fit plastic. But you can see where those bars scrape when you do hard cornering. But that's it, that's all that happens. And probably that little head's bouncing around there, so that's what you'll be hearing as well. But I'm pretty pumped. I'm actually more excited than this than some of the other cars that I get. But let me know what you guys think, guys. Be another video coming up. I just wanted to show you this, guys, and get it quickly out there so you can have a look. I haven't seen it before, and it just popped up, and I was like, wow, that's pretty unique, and I'd like to get my hands on it. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.